out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now a second down throw for Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to pull out of that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week. You talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Branch. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So golden field position there squandered, as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line, as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field. put together a good drive and get some points of their own.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They run. It's Tucker. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a handoff up the middle. Branch. This defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Young on 3rd and 2. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this one is right down the middle, and that will make it 6-0. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's out right at the 25.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
These guys running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sean Tucker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from taking the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Young. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle they go. Branch. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now here's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
They forced 7 turnovers. 7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Young now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's it, and he loses the football a second time, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Boy, very surprising. 2 lost fumbles for him, and we're still in the first quarter of play.
And you want to make a quick trip to the doghouse, maybe to the bench? Fumble twice in the first quarter as he just did. Now you just wonder, is he going to be thinking about every time he touches the ball from here on out?
Young now after the fumble recovery. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down now. Branch, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, Young. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sean Tucker with his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That's caught at the 2. That he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It's Young on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Young now from the 50. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that will keep this a 2-point game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. He'll look to throw. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Tucker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Anthony Schwartz, 27 yards. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here we go. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
He completes this one to Mingo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First down, Young. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Young. That is caught, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Here's Young from the shotgun. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A second down throw for Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Again, it's Young. That's caught by Mingo right side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Young will set to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Panthers are back within a score. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll run with Tucker. To the 43, second down. And now they're in the hurry up. Here's Tucker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line. So the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On the ground, it's Tucker. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Tucker. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tucker. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Back to throw here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is right down Broadway. And they have regained the lead. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the only points points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. The play fake. Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage has already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Branch. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's Young off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Up the middle they go. Branch. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Branch. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Young to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong. And now it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And just shutting him off there. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Okay, ready?
Here it is. 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
This is caught by Tucker. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd down, goal to go. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Young here to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Young. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Branch. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now we'll get a quick timeout call by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9. Now Young. Flushed out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Young to throw. That is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Branch. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Up the middle they go. Branch. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee goes Young, and that should be the final act in this one. Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments you...
Legends on 3, 2, 1. That's on go that, go that, go that, go that, go that.